Daniel. Oh, man. I need you. You ready to help again? So Daniel, my expert chooser of help in these responses is doing equity sticks, making sure we have equity in who we're calling on in this classroom. Yeah, this is a good teaching strategy. All right, who we got? Leslie. Oh, Leslie. Let's get that gum in the garbage first. Give me another one. Jason. Jason. So give me one thing that makes a tower strong. Material. Okay, what kind of materials are strong? Yeah. Like metal. Anything? Is that the strongest, do you think? Is that the strongest material? Using metal? Yeah. What's the problem with making a tower out of concrete? What's that? They got to draw it? They got to dry it? Oh, you got to dry it. Yeah. So you got to, it's wet at first and then it has to dry. And what do you know about concrete in general? I mean, metal is like, it does crack. It needs metal inside of it so it doesn't crack apart. And it's pretty heavy and it's big. Can you build a nice, beautiful, artistic tower like that out of concrete? Probably not. Metal, it's a little bit lighter yet strong. Okay? So that's a good material, metal. What about wood? Nah, it's not as strong, right? What's cheaper, though, wood or metal? Yeah, wood's a lot cheaper. Janelle, I need your eyes up here, Janelle. Are you on your telefono? Okay, so let's put the telefono in your pocket. Bolsillo. Bolsillo? In your pocket. Yes, that's right. Okay, strong materials, good. Can you give me, oh, Leslie, what else is good? We got strong materials. What else would help our tower be strong? What do you notice about this tower? Anything about the shape you notice, Leslie? What's it like on the bottom, Leslie? Yeah. Compared to the top. Dang, that looks, man, that's, I'm gonna frame this. That's good, that's some artwork. Any idea? No? Leonardo, you sound frustrated to me. So, Leonardo, I know you want to give us an idea. What's going on here? How is the shape helping this tower? What do you notice? What do you see? What do you observe? No? No? Daniel, give me another name. Amy. Amy, what do you observe? Amy, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Four legs. Okay. 4 legs, yeah. So stable base, right? How many legs does it have? 4. What's the minimum? Can you have 3 legs? Yeah, you could. Could you have 2 legs? No, you couldn't have 2 legs. It would fall over, right? So a nice stable base. Okay, that's good. Give me another name there. Malik. I'm still asking this. What is the general, what do you see, the bottom and the top? What's it like on the bottom? What's it like on the top? Skinny at the top, big on the bottom, right? So the bottom is wide and strong. Top is small, right? Small, skinny, not much there. Okay? And this should make sense a little bit, right, Amy? You're discussing about the size differences. What if it was the huge, big piece on top? What would happen to it? It wouldn't balance. What if you stuck something really big on your head, like a bowling ball? Would that be a problem? Yeah. What if you carried a bowling ball down here low? That'd be less of a problem, right? So you don't want heavy stuff on top. Okay? So I want you to think about that as you design and build your paper tower today. Okay? You are going to, in your group, create a tower from your own design, and that tower, the whole idea is make the tallest tower you can out of limited materials. And I'm going to explain that to you in a second. So put your name at the top of this paper. This is what's going to kind of guide you through it, or how you will report on how your tower goes. And this activity, you will have to use your brain. You'll have to communicate. You're going to have to try out ideas. Think about how those ideas went, and then try new ideas that work better. So you're going to really have to, there's going to be some steam coming out of your ears today from all the brain thinking you're going to be doing. All right. Okay, so you will be given one sheet of paper. All right, it'll be green. I'm a little late, trying to do a little St. Patrick's Day situation, right? But I'm a little bit late. Hold on, I gotta have there we go. Find my sticks. And I want to do this too. Hold on. Here we go. So you're going to have your materials will be one sheet of paper and 1 foot of tape. How many inches is in a foot? 12 inches. Okay. With that one piece of paper and that 1 foot of tape, you are going to build a tower that is at least 1 meter tall. This is where I want you to go. One sheet of paper. I want you to make it this tall. This morning, the record, one student group, I think it was 127 centimeters tall, which is this. Now, does that seem too tall? Abigail, does that seem impossible? It does, but it isn't. Many students have done this in the past. It's like you could be anybody. Come in here and come up with an idea to build it this tall. Okay? I have no idea who's going to do it. Okay? Why would you do that? No. So your tower can only be made out of the paper and the tape. I will give you a ruler because you might want to draw some lines on your paper, and some scissors because you might want to make cuts. Okay? Now, if you're going to make a tall tower, should you make a bunch of small pieces out of your paper? Or should you make a bunch of long pieces out of your paper? Maybe some longer pieces. I don't know. It's not about, you can make some really cool looking towers out of shorter pieces, but you would have to like stick them all together. And you want to limit, how much tape you're going to be using. Because if you stick a whole bunch of tape on your tower, what's that going to make it? It's going to make it heavier. Is that good or bad for your tower? That's bad. So you want as little tape, use as little tape as you need. This tape is strong. This is Scotch brand Scotch tape. Okay? The good stuff. Okay? This is the good stuff. This is one that the Hollywood celebrities use, okay, when they go for their tape. Well, how do you know, Daniel? What in the world? Shaking your head at that idea. I bet you they do use it. Okay? What else? Oh, where should you have most of the material? Probably at the bottom. Think of the Eiffel Tower. You shouldn't have a whole bunch of thick paper at the top, but at the bottom, probably a good idea. All right? So what I want you to do right now on your paper is write down the goals, rules, and the materials. Okay? And the title, I want you to leave the title blank because I want you and your team to come up with a unique title that you want to give it. Give it a name of a celebrity you like. Give it the name of a cartoon or a TV show that you like. Give it the name of a candy that you like, something, right? So let me just make sure you can read this. The goal is to build the tallest tower from 1 sheet of paper and 1 foot of Scotch tape. All right? The rules, it's got to be freestanding. What that means, you can't tape it down to anything. You can't lean it against anything.